Hello, I'm Bob Jackson. I'm the K-12 outreach person for the PRISM project here at Rose-Hulman. The PRISM project began in 2003. PRISM actually stands for Portal Resources for Indiana Science and Math Teachers. Okay, from its onset in 2003, the PRISM project did primarily offer online resources to math and science teachers only. Okay, that is kind of what the purpose was to start out with. However, the program has evolved to much more today. Okay, we are offering services and online resources to all K through 12 teachers, okay, in all content areas. The primary online resource that we are offering is a learning management system. We host the LMS here on our server. We provide support and training to teachers, in which all the services are free. We have teachers that have been using our learning management system since 2007. So we've got some teachers that have really become some master teachers on providing resources to their students and opening up their classrooms, and even going to the point to where they're textbookless, where they can teach their courses totally without a textbook by utilizing the LMS. Okay, so that is our primary resource. I'm going to give you a little bit of a preview of it here in this video, and then I also want to talk about some of the other things that we do in the PRISM project with teachers in Indiana. Okay, and in that work is predominantly science and math teachers, and that be the reason why I'm in this virtual conference. Okay, so as you see here on this front page, it says that our primary thing that we're doing right now, we enable in K-12 teachers to improve online learning. That's kind of become our main mission today, particularly through this pandemic. Okay, and we have some really good things going on with online learning, and through using the Moodle LMS that we host on our server. We have some teachers that are really master teachers at this, because some of them have been doing their courses on Moodle for close to 15 years. Okay, and we believe that Moodle is a very highly reliable and a great tool for teachers. Okay, so now then, let me take you here. Our website is rose-prism.org. Okay, if you come to our website, you're going to see this page. Okay, the first thing you'll need to do is create an account for yourself if you have not done so, and which is pretty standard. Okay, you will find that when you fill out the form, that as you go down through here, you'll drill down to and find your school will be listed on here. So I said I taught at West Vigo High School. Well, I go to County of Vigo, and then there is West Vigo High School. Okay, each and every one of your schools will be on here. So if you create an account, please make sure that you fill this in down here. Okay, besides just putting your names in, and it will help categorize and organize your courses on the Moodle LMS when you do that correctly. Okay, but once you've created yourself an account, you can log in, and then this is our main website, and you're also looking at the Moodle Learning Management System. Okay, and I'm just giving a real quick talk of it. On here, you can immediately start out. You can go to create your own courses. Okay, we will provide you support. We'll provide you the training, and like I say, we've had teachers using hosting their courses on here for close to 15 years. So we don't go away on you. Okay, we're here to stay. Okay, and provide you support. Okay, one of the things that we've just started on here just recently is the Indiana University High School has partnered with the Indiana Department of Education and has provided some turnkey courses, online courses, to share with teachers in Indiana. Okay, you can find those on the IDOE website. On this page, okay, in which they have math, science, social studies, English, and world languages. These are all secondary courses. Okay, and you can go into them, and you can take the course cartridges of them, okay, when they're available. Okay, not some of them, like chemistry here, ICP chemistry, they have available now, and you should be able to load them to some of your learning management systems like Canvas. Okay, we have found there are some issues with loading those course cartridges to Moodle. Okay, so what I've done is we've created for you Moodle courses that have these courses loaded into them. Okay, so like here's science. Okay, I have a turnkey course for here's let's just go. Here's biology semester 1. These are the resources that IU, Indiana University High School, has provided as a turnkey course, and I've put it onto the Moodle LMS. You can have access to this. You can use this. I can copy the course. I can give you this course. Okay. You can download the course. If you have a Moodle server at your school district, you can download a version of it to upload onto your own server if you so like. Okay. Now then, I cannot attest for the resources in these or the validity of them. I just loaded what they had in. But if you go into each section of the course, you will see, you know, like this is biology and what they're calling lesson 1. There's study guides, there's images, assignments, and you'll see on some of them they even have some video lessons and stuff like that. Okay, it was all the way they built. Okay, so these are some turnkey courses, and they are science and math are the ones you guys would be mainly interested in. It's in this virtual conference. Okay, there's each of the levels of math. Okay, all the way through calculus. Okay, science wasn't nearly as complete. I know they've got biology and chemistry, earth-based science, and ICP. So your anatomy and physiology courses and so forth, at least at this point, when I see that they put them out, I will load them onto a Moodle course if they'll put them out there. So I have all the science courses that they had available put on here. Okay, and you can use these. You can have these courses. Okay, you can come into them and just preview them and download any resources off of them that you want. Okay, so that's showing you an example of what some of the courses look like. Okay, but this is our kind of our main everyday thing that we do is help teachers with their courses on Moodle. Okay, but you can create your own course. Okay, we have where it says event registration here. If you go here, we have courses running all the time that you can take, and we give you from 8 to 10 PGPs for each course. So we have everything from basic Moodle to advanced Moodle. Okay, so you can learn how to build your own courses. And then we have what are called crash courses, which are actually just on certain features of Moodle. Like we have a crash course on activities and resources, so that's how you'd add some activities and different resources, pretty basic resources to your Moodle courses. There's a crash course on building your own actually test and assessments, okay? And there's some really neat question types that you can use in Moodle, to a crash course on how to use the gradebook program and how to use the grading program that's within Moodle. Okay, so you will see, you won't have as extensive list on yours. You're going to have these right here. Okay, the crash courses, and these are just not active courses anymore. You'll see they're there. Okay, but we have these active every month. If you click on one of these, then you'll see that you can go in and there's a registration form. You register for it, then we will enroll you in the course, and then you can be off and running and taking that course. And what you'll do with each of the courses, you will build your own Moodle course as you go through the course that you can actually use with your students. Okay, so that's kind of our website. Okay, that's kind of our main purpose every day. Okay, now then, since we're science and math, the real thing I want to kind of show you here in this promotional video is the things that I like to do, and it was a primary reason I come on board with the PRISM project. Okay, and that's professional development that we do with teachers. Okay, okay. Sorry, I was just looking through the PowerPoint that I have here. I'm not going to sit there and show you this whole PowerPoint, but I'm going to show you just some key things. Okay, each summer we do professional development programs with science and math teachers in Indiana. Okay, we have a sustainable alternative energies boot camp that we do. We typically do 2 weeks each summer. Last summer we got it put on a standstill, just like everything did, and we didn't get to run them last summer. 2019 was the last year that we did them, but we do have them planned for this coming summer. Okay, and then we do professional development for math and science teachers in the Vigo County schools, which I'm hoping some of Vigo math and science teachers are joining us here at HASTI, or at the HASTI ICTM virtual conference. Okay, so I just want to kind of show you this. Okay, we have the Sustainable Alternative Energies boot camp. Okay, like I say, we'll do it for 2 weeks. The boot camp, we call it a boot camp experience because you actually come to Rose-Hulman and you stay on the Rose-Hulman campus in residence for that entire week. We'll start on a Sunday evening, and then like this, and in 2019 you see we went from June 23rd to June 28th. Okay, we went from a Sunday evening to a Friday evening. Okay, you stay in a dorm here at Rose-Hulman. Okay, although they're pretty nice dorms, they're actually apartments. Okay, suites. Some of the nicer ones on campus by all means. Okay, our teachers have been pretty comfortable in them. And then we do an intensive program on alternative energies, ranging from coal-fired power plants to wind turbines, solar energy, and natural gas plants. Okay, and of course these are hot topics today. Anyway, some of the things that we do. Okay, well, we'll start out in the morning. You'll have a pretty intensive lecture from one of the Rose-Hulman PhD professors in mechanical engineering, which has always been Dr. Andy Mack. Okay, he has a strong background in working with power plants through time, from nuclear power plants to coal-fired power plants and natural gas power plants. Okay, and he does a decent job. So in the morning you start out with a lecture session with him. We typically follow that with doing some lab activities, And then in the afternoons of each of the days, I take you on field trips. Okay, and we go out to some power plants. We go up and see some wind turbines up in Benton County. Okay, it's a really, really neat experience for teachers. Okay, so here you're seeing some of the lab activities here, in which I've done this for a bunch of years, and I really like these PVC windmills. If you go to Kid Wind and some of the other ones out there, you see they're pretty expensive kits. Whereas if you work with PVC pipe that you buy at Menards or Lowe's or wherever you like to shop, you can make some pretty inexpensive wind turbines and actually produce a little bit of electricity and have what I call a blade design competition for your students. Okay. Here we're doing a solar cell activity in which they've taken their solar cells outside here, and here they're taking a look at different angles that they put the solar panels, and also the way they design and lay out their solar panels. It's kind of part of the activity. We try to put some engineering design, since we are Rosholm and we are an engineering school. Okay. Here's energy conservation activities. Okay, in which I like this one real well because we compare the light bulbs. And these incandescent light bulbs are going away. They're getting hard to find to do these lab activities. But putting it right in front of kids and plugging them into kilowatt meters, lighting up light bulbs, and then plugging that light fixture into a kilowatt meter, that is the way kids and even people can see energy differences, okay, energy usage differences, and understand more what energy conservation is all about, and particularly when you take and replace an incandescent bulb in a fixture with an LED bulb and see how much less electricity is used. Okay, and they can see it firsthand using kilowatt meters. Okay, and from these lab activities that we do, each teacher goes home with a kit of materials. Okay, not going home with my microwave, but they're going home with kilowatt meters and some of the things like that. And like on the PVC windmills, they're going home with some materials to build at least one good PVC windmill, and sometimes two. Okay. Here's one of our site visits is MISO. MISO is in Carmel, Indiana. They're actually the corporation that manages the electrical grid throughout the Midwest, and actually all the way down to Texas and up into Canada a little bit. Okay, this entire region you can see right here. Okay, but it's a really neat experience for teachers to go over there and see it live. Okay, and they can actually see the power demands on the grid at the time. Okay, and they give a really good presentation. Okay, this is the Yuga power plant. Okay, we take teachers up to Yuga power plant typically each year. It's a good plant tour. Those guys do a good job. Here they're actually standing on top of the building, okay, and looking out over the area. Actually, Duke Energy has done a lot of environmental type work up there, and actually even have a program for eagles, and where they come in to watch them, and have really worked with the groups in helping bring back the eagles on the Wabash River. Okay, but anyway, it's a nice tour at Yuga. Okay, here we're at the Mirin power plant. Okay, Mirin is Hoosier Energy rather than Duke, so we can get into a competitor's place and see differences in them. These guys give a really nice tour. Okay, here, this one is at the Nipsco natural gas. It's a combined cycle gas plant that's in western Vigo County. In comparison to it in the coal-fired plants, very few people are needed to operate this plant. Okay, in fact, our teachers get to meet most of the people that work there. Okay, like you go into a coal-fired plant, there can be several hundred people there, whereas here you're going to see less than a dozen people on site. But it also is a good tour and a good experience for teachers Teachers really like that one. They also do a good job of feeding us, that group. Okay, here we are at the Benton County Wind Farm. Okay, this is actually a wind turbine blade laying on the ground up there in Benton County, if any of you ever been up there. Okay, and this is where they're standing in the end of this blade, or she is standing in the end of that blade. Okay, but it's a good tour. Okay, so that's kind of our sustainable energy workshop. I do really enjoy that, and that is one of our best programs, I think, overall that we do with teachers professional development wise. Okay, we work with Vigo County Schools each year. We seem to have a contract with them each year. We started out as math science partnership grants, and now we're working with some other grant monies. They've gotten the grants, and we work with them. So here we are, we're inside Woodrow Wilson Middle School. This was 2019. Okay, and this is math and science teachers, and actually 5th grade teachers, okay, that we have in this group. Okay, and we do work with them on math science. Okay, here they are this is a group of middle school science teachers, actually working with Dr. Andy Mack. Okay, that's at Woodrow Wilson Middle School. Okay, this is a group of math teachers, and these are all middle school math teachers. Okay, and they're doing they're working with Dr. Igor Minovich and doing some math activities. Okay, and then here we have Renee Rogie. She is a PhD in biomedical area. Okay, and she is actually working with elementary teachers here in science. Okay, so that's kind of just kind of a glimpse of some of the professional development work that we do. Again, we work when we would be willing to work with other school districts if they come and we talk and we can put some programs together. We put programs ranging from everything from chemistry, basic chemistry type projects, biology, life sciences, design engineering. I did a great program one year, or we did a great program one year where we took VEX robotics into the math classrooms of middle schools, okay, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. It was really good. Now the VEX robotics is pretty expensive, but if your technology department has them anyway, it's a great way to bring them into the math classrooms and show them how to integrate math into those activities. What I did on that one was built mazes on the floor that they had to move their VEX robots through, and in order to do that, they have to do some math. Okay, they had to do measurement, and they had to do conversions, and then they had to program the robot to go through the maze, actually go into the maze and then out of the maze. It was a really, really good project. Okay, so what I'm saying here is we can come up with a variety of activities that we can do in professional development programs with different school districts. So that's kind of a glimpse of what we do. Okay, so you go from the professional development opportunities that we have to the fact that we provide the learning management system to all teachers in Indiana. Okay, any teacher can come on, and it doesn't even have to be a teacher from Indiana. We're not going to turn any teachers down. So that's the main thing you see on our website. Okay, and then realize what I was telling you is how the Indiana University High School actually has partnered with the Indiana Department of Ed in providing these turnkey courses, which you can go to the IDOE on this page here and grab those courses, okay, as what they call common cartridges, or download their Google folder. Okay, I took it an extent further by taking the Google folders and I put them on to Moodle Courses that we're providing you through PRISM. Okay. Well, that's kind of it. Please, if you have questions, email me, or you can go to our actual website and click on Contact Us, and it will email me. Okay, it'll actually email me and Ryan Smith, their system administrator. Okay, but we'd be glad to help you in any way that we can with math, science, or any content areas. Okay, I hope you have a good time at the virtual conference, and have a good rest of your school year. And thank you.